It's big time, baby.
Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of the greatest talk show in the world. It's the Big Time Talk Show! Wow. And ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all for joining me today. It is a great day. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday. Gotta get you over on Monday. Time to get the working week started. Yes, and the only way you can get it started is by watching the greatest talk show in the world today. Yes, the Big Time Talk Show. Wow. And ladies and gentlemen, today is a very special edition of the Big Time Talk Show. But before we get into the Big Time Talk Show, you know how we got to get it started. There's only one way we can get it started. We got to throw in these plugs. We got to plug them in the wall. That way they don't run into us at the end of the show. So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you soon on a TV screen, computer, tablet, iPhone, I don't know what it is. It's going to be the final season of KBW returning. Yes, the final season of KBW returning. It's going to be great, awesome, amazing. The greatest end to a backyard wrestling fed that you'll ever see in your lifetime, your mama, your daddy, your granny, your great-great-grandkids' lifetime. The greatest backyard wrestling fed that there ever was and there ever will be. Yes, KBW Killer Backyard Wrestling returning to a computer screen near you very, very, very soon. Don't forget to tune in. You got all your greats. You got me, Big Time Mike. You got Paul Wall. You got Cage. You got AK-47. You got the Bama Kid. You got Hazard. You got Bulldoze. You got Pitbull. You got Mr. O. You got all your favorites. D-Man, Maxzilla. You got all your favorites returning for the final season. Hashtag out with a bang. It's going to be a great season. We had a lot of fun taping it, recording it, and I know you're going to have a heck of a lot of fun watching it. Also, don't forget, you need to check out these companies. Don't forget to check out APW, Almost Professional Wrestling. You got Jason Walker. You got Anonymous. You got Corey Graves. You got Just Doug. You got, I even think some CCW guys are going to be there. You got all this whole great roster lined up for a great show, a great season of APW. I'm looking forward to it. I know you're looking forward to it too. Don't forget to follow all those guys on Twitter and like them on Facebook and subscribe to their channel on YouTube because you got all the entertainment that you need, all the wrestling, everything you want right there. Also, don't forget, Also, don't forget that UWE has just posted they posted a match last week, a lockdown episode. Don't forget Broken Glory. You got to check it out. I don't know if they posted it last night, but if they did, I guess I'm off. You got to make sure you check it out because this one, Broken Glory, is going to be a great show. Got to be one you don't want to miss. I mean, what you got? You got the NATO, you got Everett Creed, you got TJ Shakar. What's going to come up with Everett Creed and TJ Shakar? You don't know. They're going to stay together. They're going to break up. What's going on? I don't know, but you got to check it out. You're not going to know unless you check it out, people. Don't forget to subscribe to their YouTube channel, UWHD High Definition. Don't forget to follow all their superstars on Twitter, and if they got a Facebook page, you like them on Facebook. And don't forget, people, I know I don't usually bring these guys up. These guys are great guys. They really are. And they put in a lot of effort and a lot of work, and I'm really proud of how much they're trying to do. Don't forget to check out RRW, guys. I think it's Rated R Wrestling. Yeah, we don't agree on certain things, but man, it's all about support BYW. I don't have a problem with any of them. They may have a problem with me, but I don't have a problem with them. Make sure you go check them out, man. Support everybody. Support BYW. And don't forget to check out Seth Maverick. I think it's BW. I'm not for sure. Don't quote me on that, but go check out Seth Maverick because he's got some good stuff going on. He's a very, very good kid. He's really got his heart in this. He's really trying. And please, people, make sure you support everybody in backyard wrestling, not just me or Cam. You can support everybody because it's all about hashtag support backyard wrestling. It's what it's about. Now, don't forget, you're watching the Big Time Talk Show, the greatest talk show in the world. They bring to you twice a week, Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, and maybe a combination of three. You never know, but you got to always, don't forget to check it out. Don't forget Yard Center. Don't forget Seth Maverick's talk show. Hello, the Carolina Powerhouse Podcast. Excuse me. Don't forget that. The Backyard Wrestling Fix. Backyard Politics will return. If not this Sunday. I know we didn't have it last night because, we had the Super Bowl going on and everything. Who didn't watch? That was a great Super Bowl, guys. I mean, that was awesome. I mean, heck, you had the ball deflators themselves. You had the New England Patriots. And then you had the Seattle Seahawks. It was a great Super Bowl. I know you guys watched it. I watched it. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget to watch out for Backyard Politics coming. If not this Sunday, maybe next Sunday or sometime down the line. Because if you haven't watched the first one, we got a whole heck of a lot of stuff lined up for you. We're going to structure it a little bit differently than we did the first episode, but it's going to be great, just like all the ones before have. Don't forget to check it out. Yard Center, all those. Don't forget to check out Jason's Expedition. Come to you Friday. I think it's Friday the 13th. Don't forget. Case File 2, I think. I'm not sure. But make sure you check it out because that's a different form of entertainment than you've ever seen before. It's great. It's awesome. It's amazing. It's all you need in one right here in BYW. We got all the entertainment, all the wrestling, all the action, drama, whatever you need, you got it. That's all you need. It's your fix for the day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All you need in BYW. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Big Time Talk Show, and I hope you all enjoyed the show. This is another intro that we're going to add on because we're going to add an intro to every show because I don't just want to jump in. I want to have an intro with plugs and everything else in between. So, and also, if you haven't checked out the Danger Zone, the latest edition, check it out. Support those guys too at DRW because those guys are workhorses. They work their tails off. Yeah, they have short matches, but people, they're great. If you hadn't seen the tables match, you need to go watch it because it's a heck of a tables match. It really tells a great story, and I really enjoyed it. I don't know about you, but I really thoroughly enjoyed it. And if you haven't checked out the latest edition of the Danger Zone, the Big Time Danger Zone with yours truly, I was on there. I was blessed enough to be on that show. I did come in at the last minute because of work issues, but man, it was one heck of a show. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't matter what day it is, what time, or what's on the line. It's always Big Time, baby! Now, enjoy the show. Welcome back to the Big Time Talk Show, the greatest talk show in the world today. I'm your host, the greatest sports entertainer to ever enter an arena, the trash-talking, ankle-breaking leader of hashtag Team Big Time, the man without the stats that talks that big-time trash. Yes, people, it is I, Big Time Mike, the greatest sports entertainer to ever enter an arena. And this is the Big Time Talk Show, the show where I break ankles and talk trash while I do it. Yes, people, I break those ankles, talk trash while I do it. I hold it down, all in the name of the BIGTIME, which is all for hashtag support backyard wrestling. And yes, people, that is going to be a major topic, a major issue in today's show. Hashtag support BYW and all that goes on in it because I love to support BYW. I try and support everybody, try to be on everyone's show, try to give everyone a shout out here. And if I miss your name, people, don't be upset because it's an accident. And I forgot WK, those Cody Rex and those guys really do. They give it all those companies out there that I don't name. Just because I don't name you doesn't mean I don't watch you. I don't like you. I enjoy everybody's wrestling. Now, there's stuff in my stuff stuff in my work I don't like. Stuff in other people's work I don't like. Stuff in UWE I don't like. Stuff in KBW I don't like. I mean, everybody's got their little stuff that they're not strong at. Nobody's perfect, okay? I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this. Excuse me for drinking. I had to get a little water in my throat. Throat's a little sore today, but there's one thing I think people have been misunderstanding about backyard politics and people like Cam and Corey Graves and Jason Walker and all of us who are we're giving constructive criticism here. We focus on the negative for a reason because those negatives stand out. And I'm not saying this in response. I don't even know if anybody's talked about this, but I had a bad feeling that someone has been taking this the wrong way. I just get this feeling someone's been taking stuff the wrong way. And it's not how it needs to be taken, okay? When we give constructive criticism, it's there for a reason. Because those little things stand out. And I want to go ahead and address what I think is the pink elephant in the room. Cameron Jackson said something about the cat underneath the trampoline on an episode of Backyard Politics. I watched that same federation that had the cat underneath the trampoline. Okay, that was not to take away from the wrestling. What that meant was, I don't think anybody sucks, okay? When I think something's bad is when I can't follow it. If I can't follow what you're doing, I'm going to find myself wandering. It's just like, if you can't grab somebody, just like I said, you have to hook people. And it's true. I mean, if you want to go on, it's true. I mean, you tell me. You got to get hooked on something. If something doesn't spark your interest, how are you going to be able to watch it? And I do realize it's backyard wrestling, and I know it doesn't really matter. But people, if you want someone to say if your stuff's always good, how are you going to improve? If you want me to say, man, that was a great match, you did a nice suplex there, I would love to say that. But you have to focus on the negative so you can get better. It's all about constructive criticism. I can't help you get better if I'm saying, well, it was good, but no, it was good, But if I tell you, hey, man, you botched that suplex, or man, you didn't really sell that well, or you're not really giving me enough to hook on, you're not selling me anything. It's not to be mean or rude or anything, and if you take it that way, take it with a grain of salt. I'm sure there's stuff about my work people don't like. Heck, I hadn't been in a match since March, but I continue to keep myself relevant. I don't know how. I do things like this, and I stay on Twitter, and I try and stay relevant. It is what it is. But when I say something's not very good, it's because I can't get into it. And if your audience can't get into it, then they're just sitting there and not doing anything. They're waiting for a high spot. And let me say this, people. This is not Ring of Honor. We don't need to do high spots for the sake of high spots. Okay? I think Corey Graves said it best. 82 finishers, 15 chair shots, and a pile driver off the ladder. Kick out at 2. That makes no sense. You're not selling me on anything. I know this is backyard wrestling, and it's come from hardcore, extreme, high spots hidden with light tubes and everything else. But that's not wrestling, people. That's a form. That's hardcore wrestling. That's not my cup of tea. I don't want to see high spots for the sake of high spots. The little things are what make your matchup. If you can't lock up correctly, that just throws it out of proportion anyway. If you and this person aren't on the same page and you're just walking around the ring and you're doing drop kicks and it's not flowing, I'm not going to be interested as long as a lot of people aren't. And this is not just my opinion. I'm sure a lot of people share the same opinion about different things. You know, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I know what it takes to go into a good match. Yeah, I do realize I hadn't been in here since 2014, since the very beginning of 2014, but I know what I'm doing. If I didn't know what I was doing, I wouldn't have risen to the stardom that I've risen to. Right or wrong? That's right? Because if I wasn't worth a crap or I wasn't any good, I wouldn't be considered a backyard wrestling legend. Now, a legend it's backyard wrestling, people. It doesn't matter. I don't lose any sleep at night considering that some people don't think I'm a legend. I don't care. But if some people think I'm a legend, they probably think that for a good reason. Because I cannot be in a match since March, but yet still be more entertaining than people that post every day. You see what I'm saying? So there's obviously something missing there. One, you're not getting out there enough. Two, you're not giving people any reason to buy into it. Why am I even watching this match? Why? Because I love wrestling? Well, man, that doesn't work all the time, okay? I know a lot of people listen to CM Punk and everything, but if you don't have anything to buy into a match, why are we watching it? I mean, the guy was great at storylines and promos. But let's be honest, people. This is 2015. This is not 1992 or 1987 or 1965. This is not professional. I mean, it's professional wrestling, but this is sports entertainment. I don't care if you get pissed off, mad, cry, want to go tell your mama, do a 2-hour podcast about how Big Time Mike's stupid and whatever. I don't care, but it's the truth. You tell me the most successful guys today and how they're successful. Who gets over the most? Let's look at this. I'm gonna take a dabble into WWE and tell you why. Damien Sandow gets a bigger pop every night on Raw than most of the main event stars do. You know why? Because he's a stunt double, because he entertains the crowd. Okay? The man gets a bigger pop than the face of WWE. He gets almost as big a pop as Daniel Bryan does. Daniel Bryan's yes, entertains the crowd. That's why. The yes movement is over. And Daniel Bryan's a great wrestler. He knows how to tell a story in a ring. You think he does this and kicks? Yes. Yeah, you think he does that just because he does it to entertain the crowd. CM Punk. It's clobbering time. The man can entertain you. He's a great wrestler, but he knows how to entertain. He cuts a great promo. Let's look at the guy. Cesaro. He's an amazing wrestler. The guy has got everything he needs. He likes the charisma and the mic skills. That's why he hasn't made it to the top. So if you want to give me this argument that it is professional wrestling, I will give you that. It is professional wrestling to the day I die. It's professional wrestling. But it's under the sports entertainment umbrella. World Wrestling Entertainment. It's entertainment. It's a work, people. It's a work. The whole point of this is to tell a story. It's a work. Okay? And you're going to sit there and tell me that it should be all about the wrestling. No. You want to watch all about it? Go back and watch a Bruno Sammartino match. You want to see headlocks and arm drags for 30 minutes? I don't think you're going to be very entertained. That's wrestling, people. You want to go see, I'll tell you what, Kurt Angle is a great wrestler. He's a great entertainer too. Him and Taz, you want to watch a good match? Him and Taz had a match. And there wasn't but maybe 6 or 7 moves, but the way those moves were delivered and the way that crowd was entertained those people, and that made it a great match. So you want to sit here and tell me that I even heard this. I listened to this podcast, and I'm not going to say who it is, and I'm not dogging on who it was. You want to sit here and tell me that it's referred to as backyard entertainment. No, it's not backyard entertainment. It's backyard wrestling, because wrestling falls under the sports entertainment umbrella. And you can go, I mean, why would Vince McMahon not be successful if it wasn't about the entertainment? Vince McMahon makes thousands and millions and millions of dollars a year because of his entertainment. Why was the Attitude Era so good? Because of his entertainment. Why is Ring of Honor still down there? Because all they're focused on is wrestling. Why is WWE up here? Because they're focused on entertainment and wrestling. If you focus on wrestling, your entertainment is going to go bad. If you cut me a promo and all you can say is mother F this and son of a B and all, if you got all you got is if all I got to do is hit the beat button every other word, I mean, that's not a promo. CM Punk didn't even do that. Okay, and CM Punk was an edgy promo. Doesn't work for him. Doesn't work for you. So I'm telling you, people, if you think that Big Time Mike is wrong, if you can prove me wrong why this is not sports entertainment, I would love to hear it. Because regardless of whatever you think and what I think, Vince McMahon up there in Connecticut knows what he's doing. He's been doing it for I don't even know how many years. He's been doing it, pushing the envelope. This is entertainment, people. You have to learn to embrace it. I love wrestling. Don't get me wrong. I'm a diehard wrestling fan. But when I say I support backyard wrestling, I support it with constructive criticism, because that's the only way you're going to learn. If you don't play football or don't play any sports, then you don't know, because you've never been constructively criticized. Now, I hate this idea that everybody wins, everybody gets a trophy. Because if you're not good, you're not good. I can't sit there and sugarcoat it for you. I'm going to be honest with you, people. I'm not the best technician around the world today. But I know what I do well, and what I do well, I show. What I don't do well, I do not show. Okay? You don't show the things you can't do well. You magnify the things you can do well. And that's what makes for a good entertainer and performer. Because that's what you are. You're a performer. Yes, you're a wrestler, but you're a performer. Shawn Michaels, the best, hands down the best performer, best wrestler to ever grace a professional wrestling ring, was a sports entertainer. He was a sports entertainer. And what gets me is people getting mad because it's entertainment. It's what it is. It's entertainment. You tune in every week for entertainment. I tell you what I do. I tell you what you do. Like I said before, you go on YouTube and you watch a Bruno Sammartino match. You want to see wrestling? That's wrestling, people. That will bore you to death. You want to see 30 minutes of a headlock, arm drags, a couple suplexes? That's wrestling, people. Hitting somebody with light tubes and doing hurricane ranas is not wrestling. It's performing. So, and this is another deal. If you got a problem with Big Time Mike, you can message me on Twitter any day of the week, twice on Sunday. I promise I'll get back to you. If you got a problem with me, we can talk about it. If you got a problem with something I said, ask me about it. Hey man, why'd you say this? And I'll tell you straight up. But don't go on someone else's podcast and try and talk junk about everybody, because I'm not stupid. I graduated high school with an honors diploma. I was in advanced placement courses. I go to a private college. You know, I'm not dumb. I'm not stupid. I'm not stuck. I'm not retarded. I'm not colorblind. I don't have too much vitamin C, vitamin D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, element of P. I'm not stupid, you know. And I don't care if people talk about me, but at least if you're gonna talk trash about someone, at least acknowledge them. And I'm not gonna talk trash about you, man, because you're a good kid. And I'm not even gonna say who you are, because I'm sure everybody's watched the podcast knows who it is. The other guy, I don't have a problem with either of you. But one thing I do have a problem with is getting mad because someone's criticizing you. You think if I said there was the cat under the trampoline, the only thing I see is the cat under the trampoline, that means I'm not interested. You didn't hook me. Okay? I don't have a problem with animals being in the background, but if you can't hook me with anything, why am I even watching it? What's the point? I watch WKE, Cody Rex. They got animals running around everywhere. But you know what? They keep me entertained. They kept me entertained. I watched a match last night. It was great. I watched it. It was a really good match. I'm not going to tell you what it was, but it was a great match. I watched it last night. You know, and this all stems back to originality, people, because if you were original, had your own ideas, and were a little bit different, you have to be different because everybody's doing the same thing, especially with these podcasts. Everybody's asking the same questions. And then, that's fine because there's not really much to talk about now because it's freezing cold. It's sub-zero temperatures up there in the Northeast where most of the backyard wrestling feds are located. I'm pretty stuck between a rock and a hard place because the guy that runs mine's all the way up in Oklahoma. I'm all the way down here in Daphne, Alabama, an hour away from where KBW is shot. I work a 40-hour-a-week job. I go to school. I'm engaged. I got other things to do. But I still try and come on here each and every day for the most part and give you people something to watch because I enjoy this. I enjoy giving you people entertainment because that's what Big Time Mike's known for. His catchphrases, his mic skills, his entrances, his promos, his talk shows. His matches are entertaining, but you know what Mike did? He jobbed out in all his matches. I won one, no two. Won 2 matches in my whole career. You know whose fault that is? That ain't my fault. I dealt with the cards I was given. You know, I don't own my own federation, unlike some people who gets put in almost every match. You know, I walked into a company that was well known. I said, look, man, give me a shot. I'll do whatever. Just let me prove myself. And I thought I proved myself very well. Okay? I had to deal. And final season, I got a lot of stuff. I had a lot of stuff to do. I got a lot of segments, a lot of things, a lot of stuff you'll enjoy, a lot of big-time matches, a lot of big-time moments. You know, and I'm proud of that stuff. You know, I am. And as soon as anybody can tell me a legitimate reason why shouldn't be relevant or why I shouldn't be where I'm at today, I'll accept it. But you haven't given me a legitimate reason. Because what doesn't seem kind of sad that I haven't been in a match since March. But yet my talk shows, my promos, and my tweets have elevated me way above someone who puts up a match just about every week. That kind of shouts it out there for you, doesn't it? Because I give people something to hook on. There's only one guy in KBW that constantly promotes and uploads. That's me. There's only one guy in BYW who hadn't wrestled since March, but continues to stay relevant. That's me. If I had it my way, I'd go buy me a trampoline and go find a few people and have a federation, but it doesn't work like that. No, it can't be Big Time Mike versus Big Time Mike versus Big Time Mike versus, because that'd be stupid. The whole company should not be centered around me. No company should be centered around one person. Now, I know I went on a rant and all this stuff, but I just want to put that out there. If you got an issue with me, let me know. Take constructive criticism very well. Take it with a grain of salt, people, because it's there for a reason. If I don't have anything bad to say about it, that means I liked it. I'm not going to sit there and kiss your butt and say, man, that was a nice suplex. Man, that was a nice sell. I want to tell you the negatives, focus on the negatives, so I can criticize you, or we can criticize and we can work together to do whatever. Look, I watch my stuff over and over, and I can tell you a list. I can tell you 3 notebooks full of what I did wrong, but I can't change it. But I know the next time I've had a match, I didn't do them again. Can't constantly make mistakes, people. So, take this. I want you to take these 3 things with you. Take constructive criticism with a grain of salt. Take it as I'm trying to help you. We're trying to help you. Because if you don't get criticized and you don't know what you're doing wrong from someone, a third party that doesn't have anything to do with you, then how are you going to get better? That's the first one. Number 2, incorporate some form of entertainment into your show. Whether it's promos, vignettes, funny match, commentary, incorporate some kind of entertainment into your federation. Because without that entertainment, your show starts to get stale. Only so much I can see 50 high spots and no point. Only so much I can take. And number 3, the third and final, hashtag support backyard wrestling. Okay? We're not gonna talk crap about each other personally. I'm not gonna cuss you out. We're all about support BYW. Immaturity is really starting to kick in here, and it's really honestly making me mad because I don't like immature little kids. If you're gonna be immature about it on a podcast, you're gonna get your panties in a wad. You're in the wrong kind of hobby, because you're gonna get your panties in a wad a lot. People are gonna throw your name out here a lot. But you know what? You got to learn to let it roll off your back like water off a duck's back. If you didn't catch that, then I guess there's no hope for you. But, support BYW. Support your fellow backyard wrestlers. Do it because you want to do it. Do it because you love it, not because you feel like you have to. And don't feel like you're trying to save BYW. Just support it, man. Support it for what it is. I know that we do a lot of entertainment stuff, but that's good. Because entertainment is the majority of a good match. You gotta have entertainment. I lean more towards the entertainment side. You may lean more towards the wrestling, but you gotta have some form of entertainment. You have to. I'm not saying it's my opinion, it's the truth. You have to. And I know it's been a kind of a rocky talk show, and I really wanted to, I don't want to do a Big Time Loser of the Day award, because I just wanted to address what had went on, because I know what went on, because I try and keep up with the community, what's going on. And, I want to touch on one more thing before I go. I want to let everybody know in BYW that I truly appreciate all the support, and even the anti-support that all you guys have given me and all the other guys. I love the fact that Big Time Mike started off as an idea in my head that I did off camera somewhere down in Daphne, Alabama, in the country. All somewhere wrestling, my cousins doing promos in the bathroom, riding down the road doing promos, watching guys like Shawn Michaels and everything on TV, and dreaming of one day being in the spotlight. And it gives me no better satisfaction than to get on here every day after a hard day. I got to go to work today, so I wanted to do this before I had to go to work. And I really do enjoy this with all my heart. I appreciate you guys. I got this year left and probably some of next year, and that's it. It's been a short run, and I hope that I've in my short run, I hope I've helped people out in BYW. I hope I've given you some big time entertainment. I hope I've quenched your thirst for your daily dose of entertainment. I hope I've given you the quote-unquote fountain of entertainment, the fountain of youth and entertainment. Because, people, I just want you to remember, and I want you to write this down. I want you to do a little George Strait. I want you to write this down, take a little note to remind you in case you didn't know. Okay? I want you to tell yourself, man, this is what I want you to tell yourself. You can do all things if you put your mind to it. You put your heart to it. You put your heart and your mind in it, you can get it done. If you can go out every day and get better in some way, shape, or form, you will ultimately do what's best for you, your family, your friends, and ultimately for the backyard wrestling community. Because if you can get better in some way, shape, or form every day, and I am so proud when I go in here and I see guys like Seth Maverick just working their tails off. Adrenaline, Cody Rex, these new kids that I ate them up one side down the other in that Wake Up BYW video. You know what they've done? They've woken up. They have seen the light and they're really marching. They're really getting Seth Maverick and all that, and Cody Rex. They're getting it full on steam. Adrenaline's going too. I hate to, I can't remember everybody, but you guys are really stepping it up, and I'm very BTW up there in Canada, you guys are really stepping it up, and I want to say I'm very proud of you guys, because Rome wasn't built in a day. It may take a year, 2 years, months, whatever, but we're really making some strides here. And just because it doesn't happen overnight does not mean that it's not working, because I know it's working. I see the change. I see it taken more seriously. Everybody's stepping their game up. Everybody's getting one. I mean, DRW had a podcast. I don't think I've ever had a podcast, but you know what? They're stepping their game up. They're adding more entertainment into their product. And I'm proud of you guys, and I just want you to know you got Big Time Mike's vote. Big Time Mike's vote any day of the week and twice on Sunday, people. And just remember, I have to throw in this old one right here. It doesn't matter what day it is, what time, or what's on the line. It's always Big Time, baby. Hit the music.